Hey guys, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace. I am doing live mini readings, so I will wait for a few more people to join in before I go over my whole spiel. But so I hope everyone's doing well. Sorry, I was looking at my YouTube and on the computer. I don't know what's going on with my computer, guys. Like, it won't let me go live after like a certain time. Like every time, no matter what day I try to do this on, because I figured when I was doing it on Monday, it might have been just because oh, thanks, Christina. All right, so Christina's on the list first, but I thought it was honestly because on Monday I was doing so many videos and I figured that it was probably because I was doing too many that it didn't want me going on, but um, I've only done 2 videos today, so I did a personal and the Pisces video. Hey Debbie, so I don't understand why it never lets me go on, and it's my phone lets me do it. So I don't get it. I really don't. But whatevs. So anyway, I'm Jessica. I know. Hey Dewey. So all my tribe members are coming in. I love you guys. Y'all know the deal. So if you are new, don't be shy. Let me know where you're from. I'll give y'all the whole, spiel about how this works. Hey Lachey, but most of the people who are in here do know how this works. So just in case we have some new faces, um, which I am, let me get over to this video on the big computer so I can see what's actually going on in the chat. Hey Sheila, hey Ellie, what up everybody? So yes guys, um, I do see, God, I see on my phone it looks a lot clearer than it does on the computer, so I hope that y'all can hear and see me okay. On the computer the quality looks a little shitty, but whatevs. I'm recording on a cheap iPhone, guys. But you know I love you. So Christina is already on the board. So okay, for anyone, do we have any new people in the house? I see a lot of my tribe members. Hey Hope. So we got Dewey, we got Ellie, Lachey, Sheila, Hope. I know Michelle's in the house, right? Is Michelle in here? No, nope. She'll probably be jumping in any second because I feel her. So Christina G. All right. Miss Debbie, Danny's in the house. What up, guys? What up? All right. So Christina G is on the board. Okay. Um, I will ask that if y'all could please. Okay. Robert is on the list. Thank you, Robert. Okay. So, um, okay, guys. So I will say, um, if someone can please share it to my Facebook page, because since I'm on my phone recording, I can't share it. So if someone could please do that for me, I love you guys so much. Um, yes, I'm super excited. Danny was just telling me about his pick a card reading, and I'm really, really excited to see that. Awesome. Thank you, Ellie. You're so awesome. All right, guys. So, for anyone who does not know, and I'm just going to say this too, this damn buffering, guys. I hope my internet connection can keep up, okay? So, for anyone who does not know how this works, okay? See, Ellie's on top of it. Ellie's always on top of it. I love this tribe. Y'all are fucking amazing. So, for anyone who does not know how this works, okay, if you would like to get on the list, there is a donation link down below in the description box. please send it's a minimum dollar or $15 donation, okay? And once we get to your name, so when you donate, you will be put on a list, okay? We have Christina G and Robert already on the list. So when you donate, your name will go on the list. When I get to your name, please have your questions ready, okay? Why is Danny not... Danny, I know you're a moderator. Why the hell are you not a moderator right now? Which half the people in here are, but that's so weird. Okay, because you've always been a moderator on my channel. That wasn't on purpose, I swear. Okay, so anyway, if you want to get on the list, oh, okay. Um, so if you want to get on the list, you can through the PayPal link down below or through Super Chat. Hope is on the list. Thank you, Hope. And so once you get on the list, make sure that, hey, see, there's Michelle. I was like, Michelle's already, wait, no, Michelle's not in the chat. She's coming. Hey, Kara, nice to see you. So, yes, I'm so glad to have all of you in here. So, if you want to get on the list, we already got 3 on the board. So, make sure that you donate either through the PayPal link down in the description box or through Super Chat, and we will get you on the list, and we'll try to knock as many of these out as possible, okay? So, all right, Ellie, love you. Good luck. Sheila's on the list. All right, guys, so we got a good amount going so far, so let's get this party started. All right, so Christina G, you are up first, my dear. What can I help you with tonight? What's going on? The twin flame? All of it. What's going on? All right, so let's see, Christina G and her twin. What is going on? All right, where do we want to start, guys? Okay. Can I get 1 card for Christina? Alright. And then 1 for her twin. What is her divine masculine? Girl, you have been working so hard at raising your vibration. Okay, you are definitely applying all the tools and the knowledge that you have gained in order to help, you know, really work this connection. Oh, God. I needed the pillow for my back, but it ain't working for me right now. Okay, so we have in your energy, we have the harmony card, and this really does talk about you radiating your energy and staying in that higher vibration so that you can really manifest this connection for what it's meant to be, not what, you know, not with all the conditioning and the fear that was behind it before, but for what it really is. And you've been working super hard at this, and I'm so proud of you because I can feel it. They're telling me everything, and it's so beautiful. I'm so proud of you. And listen, he's feeling it, okay? The blessing card, this talks about he's receiving the blessings that you have, that you're sharing with him, okay? So through your heart space, you see the difference, okay? So you are radiating from your heart space, and he is feeling your love, okay? And it's helping him work on his connection with the divine. So since you are working really on expanding this love around you, he's starting to see the signs and synchronicities that are coming from the 5D and straight through him to his very core, okay? He's really feeling this very strongly. So let's see. I want to pull. Let's get 1. Okay. So yes, you've been taking a lot of time for yourself and really meditating, okay? Really working deep on really hard on removing yourself from outside influences that are affecting your energy so that you can really manifest this connection. You're doing a great job, girl, okay? They just keep saying, like, she's doing so amazing. So you're doing great. Just keep that energy flow going, okay? Um, yeah, listen, he's receiving it all. Everything that you're sending him, I'm telling you, not only does he have the blessing, but he has the bountiful nature too. So you are literally nurturing him with your energy, and it is so beautiful that he's actually receiving all these lovely little gifts that you're sending him, okay? And it's actually helping him raise his vibration as well, and it's helping him see that it's helping both of you with the abundant mindset. It's like, I hear it's hope for the connection, okay? So let's see what this is so awesome, Christine. I'm so excited for you. How is he feeling in his heart space right now? Okay. So I really want to take these. Okay. So transformation. Your your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. This is because you have ignited your heart space and are sending him this beautiful, unconditional love. And girl, he is feeling every ounce of it, okay? Embrace through that remember the heart space, you are pulling him close into your love, and he is feeling every single bit of that loving embrace that you were sharing with him. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. But this is saying, like, I will not give up, okay? I am allowing the ego to be shed. I am shining my seductive light onto you, and I see you. I see every bit of your worth. You instinctively know what is right for you, but you know that you do not need to give up on this connection, because everything that you are doing is bringing him closer to you, because you already see the truth, right? No matter what it looks like in the 3D, you are seeing the truth in the 5D. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. All this love that you are sharing with him is ultimately going to bring him closer to you, not only in the 5D, but I feel like very, very soon it's going to be like he's going to come. He's going to come, okay? When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So this is ultimately just strengthening your connection even more, okay? So okay. So this is what you're actually manifesting, okay, Christine? And I'm super excited because so I'm getting like the number 3, so that could be within the next 3 weeks or 3 months. So just keep this energy flowing, okay? But close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. Find yourself, and that's what you're already doing. Like, you have radiated so much love from your heart space. You've already found your center, and you feel grounded in this moment, and it's really starting to pay off, okay? Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So because you're already going through this, it is bringing him closer to you. Just remember, it could be 3 days, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit longer than that. But it could be. Who knows? It's still the number 3. So 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. But again, time is fluid with spirit. So just keep your mind, oh, well, there you go. Could be a huge shift after the new moon, okay? So, but laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So when this actually manifests for you, just remember, don't have too many stipulations on when it should come, how it should come. Just remember to have fun with the energy that you're feeling with him, okay? And then look deep within in your heart, and you will feel my love. My love for you is deep as the ocean. So he's already telling you, like, you already know this is working. And even if this, like, when he comes back in, you're going to know that he's fully committed to this, okay? And he's going to let you know, I am thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. I love you is coming. Okay, fasting, and he knows that you're doing this. He can feel that call. He can feel that pull. Like you're just reeling him in. So keep up the good work, girl. I'm really, really proud of you. Damn. All right. So then we have Robert. Robert is next. Hi, how are you? Welcome, everyone. Um, if you are new to my channel, we welcome you. We have a great tribe here, so don't be shy in the comments. And I don't know if I've seen you in here before. Salmon? But anyway, I am Jessica. I am the creator of Whispers of Grace, and if you would like to get on the list, it is a $15 minimum donation. You can either do that through the PayPal link down below or through Super Chat. And your name will go on a list, and when I get to you, then you can ask any question you would like, okay? It's okay. You answered me today more than you know. Oh, okay. All right, Robert, would you like me to, you know what, I still feel like I want to pull you an angel card, though. Um, I really appreciate that regardless. So let's see what angel's looking out for you today, Robert. Angel of Harmony, okay? So let's see what they have to say to you. Okay. So there we go. It says harmony and balance are part of my natural state of mind. You have received this card because your angel of harmony has heard your prayers for assistance. There are times in your life when you can feel out of balance due to the stresses and demands you are experiencing daily, which can challenge all of your relationships. This can create disharmony within yourself and with those around you. Your angel of harmony wants you to feel at peace, though, knowing that she is trying to resolve any disharmony you are experiencing with friends, loved ones, and coworkers. During this time of disharmony, acknowledge that your angel of harmony is assisting you from the spirit world to feel and see a positive outcome. Your angel of harmony is also healing any disharmony you may feel within yourself. It is important to remember that there are times when your natural balance is disturbed through issues that are no fault of your own. Challenges can occur when important changes happen in life, and this can put you in a state of disharmony because you do not know what the outcome will be. Only try to feel relaxed in the knowledge that the positive balance and harmony you wish to rediscover in your life is not far away. Be patient and allow your angel of harmony to take care of the rest. And the affirmation says, I accept the assistance of my angel of harmony. The fact that I already know what is going on, this just proves over and over again, which I already know my abilities, but it never ceases to surprise me, guys. It never ceases to surprise me how beautiful Spirit is, that they literally are hearing our thoughts and our prayers, and you are so provided for, Robert. They love you. You are not going, like you are not being passed by. They are hearing everything that is going on, and they are helping you resolve this situation, okay? So just keep your, thoughts and prayers up. Keep talking to them. Let them know what kind of support you need, and they are there for you, okay, brother? I promise. And if that doesn't prove it after the conversation we had today, I don't know what does, because that was, I love you too, because that was good. That was good. All right. So, Hope, what we got? What do we have for Hope? Let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, well, usually when I don't know what to ask, and I've told this to Tribe a lot, sometimes it's just good to, what do I need to know most at this time? So let's go with that. Okay. So, open Sheila. All right. I know, me too, Sheila. Me too. All right. So they're immediately going to the Sacred Rebels for you, Hope. So let's see. Going against the grain. Is there anything else she needs to know about this twin journey? Mm, yeah. These same cards came out in a reading earlier. So this must be like a twin thing. Um, okay. So So there's a couple things that I'm getting, right? So this is honestly, yeah. Um, Everything that's kind of happening within your dynamic right now, Hope, is teaching you that not everything is what it seems, okay? Um, Honestly, we have against the grain, okay? So just to let everyone know, I see the pinwheel. Please let me know if y'all can see and hear me, okay? Um, but this is saying that you need to be a little. This is teaching you more about not worrying about what it looks like on 3D, okay? Um, and understanding that what is going on with the masses. I really feel like this is leaning more towards your purpose and what your main focus should be, okay? Because in all honesty, this is all working on your connection and your abilities. Like, when we get so caught up in the 3D existence and we're worried about, like, what the masses think, what's going on in this environment, if we break outside of this cycle, we're going to be judged, we're going to be ridiculed, it doesn't make sense to everyone, you know, these kind of things. So you end up judging yourself for the things that you're going through, and this is about really listening. It's all about trust and truth, okay? So you need to be able to trust yourself to go in the direction that makes the most sense to you, okay? Whether that is walking away, whether that is just holding space, you know, if it's going for creative endeavors, if it's leaning more towards God, working on your prayers, on your affirmations, whatever that may be. But it's like fully trusting in yourself that you are a beautiful and divine being that is so deserving of like true, deep, unconditional love, that you were able to give it to yourself on an unconditional basis. Because we have the trust yourself. Okay? She is one with everything in her environment, and she knows what she needs to do in order to express her authenticity and to express and use her abilities to the best of her knowledge and continue to unearth this this beautiful, I got you, Jennifer, this beautiful way of expressing self no matter what is going on in your 3D environment, okay? And it's really helping you understand your truth better, to the point where if you ever get to this, like, to a hang up where you're really not sure how to express yourself, or really like what your actual truth is, you can just go into a state of meditation and really listen. Like, listen to what spirit is telling you, and like listen with compassion, okay? Really trusting that vulnerable and raw truth that just it it breeds a different state of consciousness for you. And really, when it comes to your twin, you need to be able to put your fear aside and trust what is being, like, what is coming through for you. Not on, like, okay, if you're experiencing things on a 5D level and his higher self is coming to you and you're communicating on these levels, you know, because I know when I was doing that, I was picking up some information that wasn't so pretty about my twin, okay? And it helped me understand better why we were in separation in the first place, right? So you need to be able to trust this information that is coming through and understand that with you being a, you know, a spiritual being and being a sensitive, you're going to experience things differently than what society is experiencing, because you're on a higher level of consciousness. But you have to start trusting the information that you are receiving about your twin journey, okay? And everyone is on a different level of that journey. But if you do not know how to trust your own inner knowing and trust your own truth, then are you sure though? Are you sure? Because honestly, like, even today, okay, and I'm a very aware person, and it's okay if you do or you don't. I'm just saying sometimes we got to, like, double check ourselves. I honestly thought that I was, like, completely good. Like, I've already told you, I forgive you, I release resentment. You know, you do what you have to do, and it's not even about the third party. But it did make me realize when I watched a video today that I still had some resentment towards him ghosting me, right? And because I was talking to my friend and I called him Casper, and I was like, that right there, that shows me that I have resentment about ghosting, okay? When I thought that I might see him, that I might have to actually communicate some things face to face, there's a little bit of fear and a little bit of doubt that kicked in, and my heart started beating. I'm like, oh man, like, should I say this or should I say that? And then I started overthinking things. So in reality, I had to really check myself and change the dynamic of, you know what, okay, yes, I see where I'm kind of lacking in those areas, but this is the dynamic that I want to go about now. So I started changing the tune of the story, right? Instead of going into fear, I started changing it to what I actually do want to experience and how I want to be able to walk into the situation if it so goes that way, right? So don't listen, and it's not like I'm trying to call you out, it's just bringing awareness. Sometimes we have to be one of those, sometimes we really do have to check ourselves and realize it's okay. It's okay if we feel a little doubtful or a little fearful, or, you know, these things start coming up, because I wouldn't be saying these things if spirit wasn't telling me. You know what I'm saying? Um, so they're telling you that your 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 ultimate goal is to understand that your angels are with you, even in those moments where you start to slip. And it might not be in this moment, but listen, Even when we think we're good, there's triggers, okay? We get triggered, and that's just what it is. But it's helping us learn what we need to learn, right? So it's ultimately finding comfort in this connection, no matter what it looks like on a 3D level. Okay, Michelle, thank you. Um, to the point where even on a 5D level, it's like you trust the divine timing, okay? And that's why you might be feeling comfortable where it's at right now. But in the grand scheme of things, there's always things underneath the surface. That's all I'm saying, okay? But this is ultimately helping you gain a deeper and more more faithful connection with God. And that is why you're okay with where you're at right now, because you know that where he is not healthy for you. So you're trusting more in divine timing when it comes to the union, because you're learning to trust your own abilities and trusting, your connection with source and how all of this is playing out. So that's kind of what's going on, okay? So I hope that helps. All right. So that was hope. All right, Miss Sheila, what can I do for you, my dear? And just for anyone, okay, I got Jennifer and Michelle. So for anyone who is new to my channel, I saw a few people popping in. If anyone would like to get on the list, Danny's taking care of it. Thank you, Danny. But there is a donation link down below, or you can use Super Chat to donate $15. We'll get you on the list. And once we get to your name, please have your question ready, and we will get that done for you, okay? Okay, perfect. I am so glad, Hope. So, yeah, good luck. Keep doing what you're doing, girl, and everything will unfold the way it is meant to, okay? Yes. I would prefer if everyone used PayPal, but you know what? I'm not going to turn it down. Like, if it's easier for you to use Super Chat, then I'm not going to tell you no. Okay? So, yeah, Sheila, my love, what you doing, girl? What can I do for you? Okay. What do my precious spirit guides have for my new journey that is laid upon my heart to do? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. What do we have for my dear Sheila spirit? Okay. First off, they have me into so many different decks right now. Okay. Let's start here. We're going to start with the Angels of Abundance, okay? And then we are going to pull an angel card for you to see who is protecting you on this journey. Yes. All right. Yes. What is going on with Sheila's new journey, y'all? Give us something good. What do y'all want her to know? Okay. Cooperation instead of competition. Okay, so what's yours is yours, and no one can take that from you. There is no need to compete, as there is an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Honestly, okay, so I'm actually picking up on several different messages that is different from what I usually pick up. Okay, so awesome. Good to hear, Sheila. Okay, so and this actually goes with what I was just picking up. Okay. So normally I would say, like, this is about working well with others, and that, there's no one that can compete with you because you're the only one that can show up with what you have, right? But what I'm actually picking up is that there's a lot more about networking that, you know, when it comes to spiritual work, okay, or sharing our abilities with others, what this is telling me is that, like, don't worry so much about, like, how, you know, how you're going to fit into all of this, because this is about you staying true to, like, remember your intention, okay? Um, yes. And that's the thing, like, just remember your intention. Remember your intention going through this. So before you start, like, whatever you're about to start, like, just set your intention of why you're doing this in the first place. So anytime that that kind of stuff starts to happen, where you feel like, you know, you might be being judged or whatever the case may be, because listen, we're putting ourselves out here. It is going to be one of those things where you're going to have to, you know, it, it almost, I don't want to say that you need to develop a thick skin, because sometimes, and listen, I've been lucky enough that I've honestly had more support than I have with meeting resistance, okay? Which, very thankful, but I always go back to my intention. Why am I doing this? Because I want to inspire and uplift people, right? So go to that place of what your intention is, of why you're doing this in the first place, and understand that yes, there are a lot of people that are coming out and doing this, but you're the only person that can show up the way that you do. Just like there's a lot of tarot readers out here. There's a lot of mediums out here, but no one's going to give the messages like I do. Not the same way that Danny does, or Jai does, or Jason does. Like, everyone has their own way of showing up. Hey, Cynthia. Everyone has their own way of sharing their gifts, and that is the beauty in it, okay? And we are so excited to see what you have to come up with, okay? So just remember to have fun, and what is the intention of you doing this in the first place? And work, you know, just work with other people who you trust. You know that me and Danny, we got you, girl. We got you. So you are not alone in this. And, you know, it's funny because there's 3 fucking people on the card. Maybe you're going to work with me and Danny. Like, who knows? But there is absolutely so much room for all of us to express our creative abilities. And, you know, when you line up with tribe and people who understand and support you, there's no way that this is going to go wrong, honey. Okay? So, you know, you have complete access to abundance no matter what it is that you're coming up with. And your guides are so excited for you to really come forth with whatever this new adventure is. So let's see what the Oracle angels have to say real quick. What would you like her to know about these new cooperations? I feel like it's definitely more about, you know, working well with others instead of trying to, like, fit in. Don't try to fit in. You need to just do whatever. This is all about helping people through their awakening process, and you absolutely have enough to share with the world, and people are going to resonate with you just like they did with me and Danny. And this is all about you coming from your heart space and blossoming into your full potential, okay? So, again, using the tools that you have applied in your own awakening process so that you can help others, okay? So, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you have that kind of intention, you can't go wrong. So anytime that you start to feel doubtful, or you know, you start slipping into a little bit of a lower frequency, which I will say it does happen, okay? But it's not that it will. It's just saying, you know, be aware of that, okay? Yeah, absolutely, girl. You know I got you. You know I got you. So what angel is protecting Sheila on this journey, please? What? Yeah, there we go. I felt that one. Parking angel. So this is okay. This isn't just talking about a parking space, okay? This is telling you, oh, thank you, Robert. I really appreciate that. This is telling you that, you know, when you start this adventure, okay, it's like going ahead and setting the intention that all of your needs are going to be met. There is no doubt everything that you are doing is for your highest good. You are going to have the people that are drawn to you. They're already waiting for you to start up. They are saying that, go ahead and focus on the crowd of people that you want to, bring into you. Tell the universe, like, get them ready, spirit. Let them know that I'm on my way, and when I'm ready to start up, they are going to find me so easily. Like, I am just going to land in their lap like a miracle, you know. And it's saying that, when you put that intention out there, that your needs will already be met, your space is already available for you, or that your clientele is already waiting for you to just come to them whenever you're ready. Like, all of your needs are going to be met because it's already set up for you. And when you step through that threshold, everything's right where it needs to be. Okay? So whatever you need from spirit, just ask them to provide and have it ready for you. And then when you walk through that gate, everything's going to be exactly where it needs to be. Okay? Hey, Isabel, how are you, hun? So I hope that makes sense. Okay? But yeah, they are absolutely supporting you 110%. And there is nothing that you need to worry about, because this is all for you, baby. All for you. All right. I want to pull, I want to pull one more Sacred Rebel for you. I feel like they got one more message for you. All right. And then Miss Jennifer is next. Yeah. Feel that love, girl. Feel that love. Yes. We are glad you caught us live too, Isabel. So for anyone who is in the chat, because we got 12 people in here, that is way too many, Spirit. Please give me one for Sheila. What would you like her to know? What is all of this teaching her? Thank you. Visions of life beyond death. This is going to be a very, very stable adventure for you, okay? So it's also talking about communication with spirit, so just pay attention, okay? Um, so let's see. Sacred, sacred vision is awakening within you. You are becoming blessed with the ability to truly see. To see what is real rather than what appears to be. This is true insight. What was once considered consequential may soon be found to hold little consequence after all. What was once dismissed as an irritation or irrelevance may be seen to have great spiritual significance. As mundane as something once appeared, it could now be worthy of absolute attention. The gift of genuine vision takes you into the being of the universal creator. This is sacred terrain beyond logic, convention, and that which is limited in any way. The more you open, the more open you are to receiving true vision, the more love you will feel and recognize within and around you. Something may appear to change form, to be shed, to be lost, or to die, but there is love within it always. This realization doesn't remove the pain of the loss. It does provide a way through which it can be healed and eventually transformed into peace. The vision of love, the truth of all that is, can move us more than anything else possibly can. If you have been wondering about your life path, or whether you should take action on a project, or you need inspiration to really move out of a slump you have fallen into, then this oracle brings you a message of hope. You will receive your vision. You will be graced with a way out of stagnancy. You will be able to see things differently. And more accurately. Any confusion or uncertainty you have felt is going to pass, and you will be left with clear insight. The stories you have been feeding yourself or telling yourself may end up looking different to how they appear now. This may surprise you, but the vision that is coming to you will be more truthful and therefore freeing. It will be worth the shock, surprise, or the moment of embarrassment when you realize you have been operating under a false assurance or deluding yourself about the truth of a situation. Those moments will pass, and they are not something to feel bad about. They signify that you are leaving behind a smaller view for a more expansive one. They are a sign that you have outgrown your old vision in order to live in a bigger one. This is good. There might be a moment when your ego feels a bit dented, but sure enough, this too shall pass. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. You are watched over by life and held in protection. Whatever is bothering you will not be able to harm you. You will prevail. If you are concerned that someone is getting away with something or blocking your path and it seems that there is nothing you can do about it, don't worry. The all-seeing eye of life perceives everything without exception. It is the universal mother with eyes not only in the back of her head but in every living cell of life itself. She misses nothing, and the truth of her vision will always be met with justice, mercy, and wisdom. This oracle is also asking you to shift your perspective and look at an issue of concern with little differently. If you do not know how to do this, simply add the following statement to the end of the healing process below. I call upon the universal eye to show me the most helpful way to see the situation of concern now. And shifting how you look at things, the energy and what is beheld changes. You can see this with shame and judgment react differently to when they are loved and encouraged. They may succeed nonetheless, but the journey to that success will be different. Looking at something through the eyes of love rather than fear can help us find out our way more quickly and easily and enjoyably. This oracle comes with the additional message that your ability to perceive is expanding into truth. Your ability to be inspired and see the light in all things is unfolding. It must be nourished in your heart with loving acceptance because you are going to help others through your vision, your art, and how you choose to be in the world. The healing process below will help you accept and anchor this developing gift. I will send that to you afterwards, okay? But that just confirms everything that we are just talking about, okay? So, all right, Isabel, I got you on the list, hon. Yes, that was huge. That was huge. All right. So, super excited for you, girl. All right, Jennifer, we got you on the list. Sorry, that was a little bit of a long one, but totally worth it. Totally worth it. All right, so Jennifer, Randy and I have been together for 2 years. Last year's been great. He's meeting with his ex, said he would explain later what's going on. Does he want to be with me or her? Honestly, in all honesty, I feel like this is more on her end. Um, okay. I feel like she has kind of reached out to, like, wanting to go over something with him or to clear up something with him. I don't necessarily think this is to maybe find closure or um, and I feel like he's doing it more of because of history. But I'll pull some cards. Um, hmm. So let's see where how is he feeling towards Jennifer? How is he feeling towards Jennifer right now? Yeah, girl. Like, listen, he's trying to avoid, he's trying to avoid disaster. Okay, so I don't know if she has like come through saying like I miss you and shit or whatever the case may be, but he ain't falling for that shit. He's trying to clean up the mess. He's trying to say like, you know, like yeah, there are other options coming in, but I already know what I want, and there is gonna be no unfolding. Like, and I truly feel this. He's trying to clean up some mess before, and he's gonna tell you the truth. I really feel like he's gonna tell you the truth. Okay, but he doesn't want you to worry until he cleans this shit up because she's kind of, I feel like she's a big manipulator. Okay, I don't know what you really know about their past, but I feel like she is definitely a manipulator, and she's trying to like kind of play at his heartstrings, and like I almost feel like she wants to create doubt in your relationship, which is pretty much what she's doing. Okay, and it's she's trying to create doubt in your relationship, and he's trying to avoid that doubt seeping in. And even though, you know, with him not telling you completely up front, he's trying to clean up the mess before shit hits the fan. I swear. I really do not feel that it has anything to do with him getting back with her. It's like them cleaning shit up, okay? But he has to set the boundaries with her, and whatever's going on, I feel like it's more of him just kind of like appeasing her because she's batshit crazy, and he doesn't want the explosion that he knows would come with if he didn't. Okay, so yeah, I'm telling you, he does not want her. He does not want her. I do not feel that at all. I think this is more on her end, and like he's just trying to clean up the mess. So let's see how he feels about her, though. I'm just curious. Okay. He's like patiently waiting for something. He already knows what he wants and the direction he wants to go in, but he's like, is there something that he's like, I mean, Dewey could be right. I mean, is there some sort of legal agreement that, I don't know if it's necessarily divorce, but maybe an agreement that they had? They were friends for a long time. Yeah, I mean, he sees her as nothing but drama and a cheater. So I don't know if she cheated on him, but I feel like this was either she was a big partier or that she was, okay. Yeah, and see, and it might not even be like a legal agreement. It might have just been like one of those things. Oh, well, you know, if we were, she's an alcoholic. Okay, yeah. So it could be one of those things where they made, you know, a pact like, ah, well, if we're not married by this time in our life, then we'll just marry each other type thing, right? She owes him money. Okay, so that could be it too. But yeah, there's definitely some sort of agreement that's needing to be cleared up that she's kind of using to manipulate him into like staying into contact with her, but he sees her as nothing but a drunk and a drama queen, to be honest. With the 5 of Staffs and the 3 of Cups being here, like he's not falling for that. He knows what makes him happy. Okay? And that's moving away from her. That is what I just heard. And I got the Sun card and the 6 of Swords. that's the only thing that is gonna like really make him happy. But I think because of the history, yeah, no Three of Swords, no. Um, oh, well, there you go. So, yeah, his happiness is moving away from her and moving to calmer waters, which is you. He feels that with you. I can feel that energy, right? So, no, he does not want that drama. Mm-mm. So, yeah. So, okay. And I'm just going to tell you, too. Okay. So, this is actually going to help y'all's relationship in the long run. So, even though he is, like, meeting her, whatever, like, you're still on his brain at all times. Like, he does not stop thinking about you, and everything that he's doing right now is to ultimately help the relationship, okay? But he does not want to get in an argument about this, okay? And he definitely doesn't want you to like throw or project any fears onto him to the point that it comes into criticizing, because he's really just trying to do what's best, right? And once you realize that you can really trust and count on each other, and like what comes out of his mouth, if you feel it is truth and not let your fear get the best of you, then it will ultimately bring you to closer together and be like the ultimate form of healing. So just understand that all of this it like, listen, you don't have anything to worry about, you really don't, okay? Yeah, exactly. I will be good. You're so welcome. Okay, yeah, go call him back. Go call him back. All right. So, Miss Michelle, what can I do for you, honey? All right. Okay. So, what do I need to know about my connection with Steve? And it's okay. Tell it to me straight. I got you, girl. All right. Let's see. Connection with Steve. Steve. Is do you feel like he's not from this world? I don't know why I felt like E.T. right there. Steve, E.T. phone home. Is he a star child? Oh, Lord. Okay, so I feel like ultimately this is going to teach you both how to balance your energies out, okay? Um, so yeah, it does talk about, balancing out like certain aspects of yourself too, okay? So, yeah. I'm telling you, it was weird how that came through. But we have the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Staffs, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So I feel like this is, one of those things where, okay, and, mm, I'm so nosy. I can't help it. Can't help it. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I kind of see both of you going back and forth. Yeah, it's a fun time. Um, this ultimately will teach you to be more confident in yourself, um, to realize that you got a lot going on, girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Um, this is going in the way that people are seeing you is a lot different than the way that you see yourself. Okay, so it's really important that you start getting in touch with that sensual side of yourself where you're super confident and feeling like two snaps and a hair flip. You know what I'm saying? um, but ultimately I don't really see this going too, yeah, I don't see it going too far because it's so back and forth. um, but it is teaching you to kind of balance out your energies. But the thing is like, yes, you have a lot of suitors coming in, but really your heart already is set on one, and we already know who that is. So really it's just about enjoying this moment, having fun. You will know when it's time to like move on from this situation. And he I do feel that it's kind of one of those things where ultimately you already know that it's not going to be in one of those like long-term relationships, okay? But you're gonna manifest the ending because your heart's really not in it. So then comes, and this is just how the storyline's gonna go. You're gonna ultimately manifest the ending of it because your heart's really not in it. So then that's when the fast message, and it's probably gonna be one of those, but I love you type things, when in reality they're not really sure how they feel about you. They just know, this person knows that um, they feel good with you. Okay, they feel good with you. And ultimately it's not until you walk away that they are going to want to like really put in a lot of effort, and you're going to choose to go in a different direction. But even it, when you choose to go into a different direction, which is going to be a very clear thing for you that you need to move on, it's because you don't share the same vision, and that he's still going to keep offering, but you're ultimately going to pull back and put a wall up with him. You're not going to let him in too close, okay? So, two snaps and a hair flip is when he's saying, I totally stole that from Black Rose. I love her. She's too funny. um, yeah, yeah, and he does. I feel like your energy is intoxicating to him because he's never met anyone that's on your level before. So it's very hard for him to not only accept but to let go at the same time. So it's kind of one of those things. Yeah. So it's just gonna keep continuing. I mean, you can either choose to, just set your boundaries and say, like, listen, we're gonna take this one day at a time. We're gonna enjoy each other's company, whatever that may mean. You know what I'm saying? Um, but also understand that it's probably not gonna have any long-term effect. So just be aware of that. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, but it's just not. And listen, I know because I felt this energy. Okay, yeah. And that's why I'm saying be clear with him. And if that and listen, if they want to keep pursuing it, and it does get to that point where some of them try to hold on, and I had to do it too. Poor thing tried to hold on, and I tried to be clear as day with them, but he just kept pushing, and finally it just got to that point. It's like, listen, you ain't getting no boom boom from this. I'm telling you right now. And then all of a sudden it went cold. So I mean, it's just one of those things. Like when they find out that they're like legit in the friend zone, then they lose interest, and that's how you know. That's how you know. So, but listen, if you put them in the friend zone and they still stick around, then you got a good one, and they're willing to really put in that effort to earn your trust and get to know you, right? So, hope that makes sense. All right, so Miss Isabel is next. What is your question, my dear? You're so welcome, Michelle. You know I love you. Yeah. If your heart's not in it, your heart's not in it, girl. And you can't force that kind of thing. And listen, if he's really into it, no matter where you put him, like, he's still gonna be able to show up. And and that's the thing. It's the same thing as what we would do for someone we truly love, right? Like, okay, with your twin, regardless of the situation, if he called you right now and said, hey, I need you, would you not just show up? I know I would. If he called me right now, I'd be on my way over. Be there in 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no doubt. And that's what you do for people you care about. So, especially if it's like actually being needed, right? So, um, yeah, if he really cares, then he'll still be there for you. Um, but just, it's one of those things. You just got to be honest about how you feel, okay? All right, Isabel. Anything goes. All right. Um, yeah, and it could, and that, and that's one of the things too. Dewey's on point tonight. Okay, so that is true, Robert. That's very true. But, and that's one of the things I actually, and I'm sorry, Isabel, I'll get to you in just one second, honey. So, because I feel like everyone kind of needs to hear this. I actually read an art, or was watching a video on this the other day about, I think I posted it too. Like, what's the difference between, people who, and it really has to deal with a narcissists too, right? Like people who kind of play around. It's either like showing no interest in you, or like if you're having a conversation and all they do is either talk about themselves or, talk about other things, but not really showing an interest in you, that's also a sign of a narcissist. But if they're strategic in the way that they ask questions about you, like, if they ask questions when it feels to the point, it's not like genuinely getting to know you, but it's more about gathering information, that can also be a sign of a narcissist, because they're looking at ways to gain access into your life, if that makes sense. Okay. So, channeling, not challenging. Where was that? Oh, yeah, true. I'm challenging you, Jess. You can challenge me, Dewey. I'm down. All right, flexing my intuition. All right. Yes. Get you some, brother. All right. But yeah, so it is. You got to be careful sometimes, because especially people who are more like, especially people who really have worked this ability to, can be very very smooth with it. You wouldn't even know that they're doing it, where it's like they don't show any real interest in your life, but it's more of gaining information so that they can win you over, you know. And it's like I've had so many people do that too. Like when they find out what I'm doing, like, oh yeah, I'm really curious about that, and then after talking about it a few times, then they just kind of lose interest. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where people seem like they're interested, and then it just kind of loses momentum. So be aware of that. Jello, Jello, to you too. So glad you made it. So yeah, all right. So let's move on to Isabel. If anyone else would like to get on the list, we got a few more slots left. What time is it? I don't know. It's 9:11. We got time. We got time. So if anyone would like to, you know, get on the list, this 15 minimum dollar donation. We got a few more. All right. So Isabel, what does Isabel need to know? Career, love, life purpose. Whoa. All right. Okay. So one of your biggest lessons right now, Isabel. Okay, so um, Danny, is Danny still in the room? Can you help out? So it's a $15 minimum donation. You can either do through Super Chat or the PayPal link down below. Um, and we will put your name on the list, and I'll get to you in just a few minutes, okay? So, Isabel, it's about being a little more conscious of who and what you are allowing into your life, okay? Um, Whether that be food, products, people and their energy, the way you're talking to yourself, those kind of things. But there are definitely, you have the sever vows of poverty, have courage to ask for it, and accept help. Okay, so this is really telling you that, especially on a financial level and energetic level, I feel like this is really important. There is no need for you to sacrifice your authenticity. Okay, that came out super clear. So it says, Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So, this is about you going in your own direction too, and like breaking free of what society has taught you. Like, this is really breaking free of a lot of conditioning. And I feel like wherever you, like, the way that your society has taught you to live life, like what is acceptable, what is not, it's like undoing a lot of these, to where society has actually taught us to live in poverty, where, you know, most people who have already broken free of this or grew up in, you know, in better conditions than most people, end up having an upper hand. But it's because they don't have these limiting beliefs. They never had to live in a state of poverty. So whether it be energetic, financial, or whatever the case may be, they're telling you, if you need help from the divine, all you have to do is ask, especially if it's a financial, okay? If you need help, they're there to shower blessings on you. And maybe it can even come in the form of, you know, if you say, hey, Spirit, I'm like a couple dollars short on this bill, can you help me out? And then you have someone that says, hey, I have a little extra change for this, and, you know, I want to help you, like, or I'm just feeling generous today, or someone decides to pay for your lunch, take it, okay? So understand that no matter what, don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't be afraid to accept help when it is offered, because usually spirit will provide it in a way that it either comes in the form of, I got you, Michelle. It either comes in the form of people, or, through other divine interventions, okay? So this says, asking for help is a sign of strength, as it is accepting as it's offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others when you are guided. So, it's also, I feel like there are quite a few opportunities that are going to help you open up other opportunities to bring in more blessings for you. Um, I feel like you also need to be really clear. Cut the cords too. Okay, so really cut the cords with any area of your life where you feel lacking, and change the dynamic. Okay, like, so I had to do this earlier. So where I was feeling fear and anxiety about a situation, I really had to turn it around and be like, okay, well, this is what I want to experience. Don't focus on what you don't want or what you feel you're experiencing at this time. What is the ultimate goal of what you're ultimately wanting to experience? So, um, let's see. Okay. So yeah, this is you're starting to gain the a higher form of knowledge to be able to trust yourself on this new path that you are taking. The light is leading you, okay? So you need to pay close attention to the signs and synchronicities that are showing up for you, and follow it with faith, because they're giving you the signs that you need in order to go this new route. Right, so the doors that they're opening up for you, it's the things that make you feel good, that make you feel curious, like, ooh, what's around the corner? But and I was having this conversation with my friend too, where, all right, Hope, have a good night. But usually when we start feeling anxiety and fear and all of that, it's our brain or our mind coming up with, you know, thoughts or patterns that are going against our soul's truth. And that's why it feels so damn awkward, okay? So it's really important that when we feel fear and we feel, this lack or whatever the case may be, that we're challenging those perceptions and turn it into a more positive. Like, yes, I have chosen fear at this time, but this is ultimately what I want to experience. And I deserve this, right? I have everything that I need. Abundance is flowing to me now. I have all the opportunities for me at threshold with my head held high, because these opportunities were meant for me, right? So it's about challenging and changing the perception so that more opportunities start flowing in for you, okay? So let's see what else we have. Feel like there's an angel card for you. Let's see. That's a lot. So let's see. Okay, so we definitely have, so the angel of romance, the angel of strength, the angel of patience, the angel of meditation, and the angel of clairsentience. So they already have a storyline going on for you, because I was about to pull the Lover's Oracle for you, but this is why they had me pull this. So when it comes to your love life, there's definitely someone that is waiting for you on a 5D level. So Spirit definitely has someone in store for you. And it's really, this person has been going through, both of you have been going through a lot. And they are like literally leading both of you through trials and tribulations, helping you up the mountain so that you can get to the peak where you're waiting, right? Like, this is a very beautiful storyline that I'm seeing. So here you are waiting on the bench, waiting for your person, right? And they're helping them get through these obstacles, through these struggles, and really teaching them the strength of this journey so that when they get to you, they will know that all this time, all this patience that you've been waiting is absolutely worth it. Okay? So meditate upon it. Focus on what it is that you are really wanting to experience. And again, this whole knight in shining armor thing keeps coming up, but I heard someone say, I don't want anyone that's coming up to me with a suit of armor that is not dinged or tarnished, because that means that they have not struggled, right? That they have not been through the battle to get to me, right? I want someone who has been through that shit, so I know that when they arrive to me, that they have done the work, right? They have earned that spot next to me, okay? So there's definitely someone coming your way. Just be patient and understand that this person is going through a lot, and this is someone who has been going through one hell of a journey to reach that mountaintop for you, okay? So be patient, because they coming, all right? So you're so welcome. All right, so Michelle, and I have one more slot left, possibly two if anyone wants it, okay? So we have Michelle. Absolutely, Cynthia. I love y'all. Oh, new. Okay. There we go. Is that better? All right. I'm back, guys. I'm back. All right. So what's your question, babe? Mm. Why? Oh, Lord. Mm. Why is he doing this? Why is he gripping so tight to Michelle? And I'll go ahead and tell him, you want a slot. We got two left, and then why is he doing this, Spirit? He misses the feel of you. Okay. Ah, crap. Alright. Okay. Hopefully I'm good now. Okay. We're back. We're good. Um, he is missing the feel of you, okay? So, um, it's kind of one of those things where I feel that when he gets into his lower points, like when his life is not making sense, he ends up like holding on to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the only thing that really makes sense in his life, or that actually feels good. So, um, that's just what I feel though. Like he misses that feel of you. And he doesn't know what else to do with it. It's not like on a 3D level, he has no idea how to handle what energy you bring to the table. He doesn't feel like he is truly deserving of what you bring. Okay, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He's missing that. He is absolutely missing that. So, um, but he does it when he has it. So it's one of those things that he ends up tapping in to your energy. Okay. So spirit doesn't want, um, yeah, yeah, and it's because on this level, this is what's in between y'all, and it says don't rush it, allow nature to take its course, okay? But on his side, it says don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. He doesn't know what his true self is. He's so used to he's so used to doing things what he feels, and so much of this toxic masculinity has been coming up a lot lately. So I feel like a lot of men on a 3D level are starting to become more aware that, you know, what society has told them that, you know, this is how to be an acceptable man, and now he's wondering with the emotions he's feeling for you if it's acceptable or not, right? And so it's kind of one of those things where it's not what and even this message came up for my friend. She had, a well known psychic in our area. She's a good friend. But she was like, it's when y'all start thinking that shit gets out of control. When you feel it, things flow more naturally. Well, that's the truth. When I start thinking about my twin, like all hell breaks loose. But when I feel into it, then I'm good. I trust the emotions that come through. So it's not about what he thinks he should do, it's what he feels he should do. When he learns to trust what he's feeling, then he will be able to come forth with true emotions and be able to show his authentic self. Okay? So this is why it's like in limbo. Y'all are kind of doing this dance, right? Um, yes, absolutely, Sheila. I got you. Okay, um, but allow nature to take its course because he has to learn this for himself, and he has to learn his truth and be able to really trust that. But on your side, it's like what it if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So both of you are learning to, and this is why that separation is happening, like why no one's really stepping forward, because both of you are in your head right now, like about this connection. You're trying to figure it out too much instead of just feeling into it. And I feel that once both of you like truly start tapping more into your heart space and reside here for each other, then that's when things are really going to start taking a huge turn for the relationship. And this too is what I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you missed this conversation, but this was a conversation we had with Hope All right, Cynthia, I got you down. Um, but it was also one of those things where, I thought that I was over a lot of shit, and I even told him, like, I don't blame you, I don't resent you, there's, like, no judgment. But in reality, I was still having some resentment about him ghosting me. It's not even about the third party, it was about the ghosting that I was still, like, making little jabs at, which says that I am still feeling salty about. And, you know, and then when I thought that I might see him, I was still having fears of being rejected because he has blocked me. So it's like one of those things where I thought that I didn't have any fear or resentment, but I did. So I had to go and change that dynamic. Like, okay, well, instead of having fear about it, this is the outcome that I ultimately want. And I want both of us to be able to have, like, a real conversation without feeling like weird about each other, and just be able to be cool and everything goes smoothly and be able to enjoy each other's company. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, exactly. So the more that you're angry about it, the more it's going to create resistance. It's going to create more fear, and it's also going to create more separation. So this is definitely something that y'all should be working on, okay? The more you raise your vibration and send him loving energy, the more it's going to help the dynamic in general. So let's see. What advice do we have for Michelle on this? Yeah, declutter. So obviously it's time to clean up your emotions. If you're still feeling angry about it, um, then you really need to start addressing why you're angry, and, what's the root of the issue? What's the actual trigger, right? So when you can learn to forgive and, quit holding on to all that anger, which is obviously not doing you any good, or the connection, then you can move past that and start to heal that connection between you. Okay? Yeah, exactly. More heart, less head. Amen. So, hope that helps you, girl. All right, Miss Cynthia. Miss Cynthia, what you got for me? Oh, that's good. I like it. I like it. I like dirty. Listen, if you can't talk dirty, you can't hang out with me. That's just how it is, because I don't want to have to, uh, sugarcoat, beat around the bush. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Adele, love you. Um, but yeah, guys, it is so funny. Robert, yes, yes, we are. Beat that bush, girl. Oh, God. I can't wait till I actually have a physical place for all of us to do this in person. I'm just saying. We're going to be sitting around the fire, beating our drums, talking shit all night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. All right, Cynthia, what's your question, baby? All right. So, mm, so what is the universe setting me up for right now? With all that's been going on, I feel more lonely. I'm just so tired. Girl, tell me about it. Okay, so first off, you know what? Let me just, yes, it is going to be a Cancun Bay with a lot of dirty jokes. Okay, no, in all seriousness, for anyone who does not know what is actually going on, okay, like, listen, we all going through it. Um, it is definitely a time where a lot of us have been feeling more reclusive, more hermit mode. Um, you know, if we are around anyone, most of it is like very selective because most of us and aware of, okay, because a lot of people are not talking about it. But what is basically happening, and listen, I don't know what everyone believes in, but nothing surprises me anymore. And I was wondering, and I've done got the confirmation, I believe it, okay, which is funny because I was making jokes about it earlier. But basically, we have higher dimensional beings, okay, I'm gonna put that in quotations, whatever your belief system is, higher dimensional beings that are basically supporting our higher conscious evolution. Okay? So there's this huge upgrade that is happening on not only a cellular DNA level, but like a Christ consciousness, higher consciousness level. Okay? So we're we're all we're all experiencing this really crazy shit, okay? Pay attention to your dreams because I'm telling you, they're not just dreams. Most of us are astral traveling if you're waking up like um, super tired or sore the morning after. It's because you're traveling to different realms, universes, and timelines. I actually, and I've made a video on this before, but I haven't told everyone what happened to me last night. It was fucking crazy. I've had two major significant dreams that were just completely bonkers. Um, Mom came through in my dream last night, which she woke up feeling like a Mack truck hit her, and I was like, because you weren't here. Um, she actually showed up in in my dream from three different timelines. It was crazy as shit. I called out to her. She showed up and she was like, "Yes, dear." And I was like, um, okay, well, this is what's going on and I just really need your advice. And then all of a sudden, another version of her comes through the garage and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, "Yes, dear." And it looked like her, but it didn't look like her. Like her facial expression was nuts. And then all of a sudden another one of her comes out and she's like, "Yes, dear." And I literally put my hands out like, what the fuck? Why are there three of you? And they all said at the same time, "We're from different timelines. What can we help you with?" And I said, "Okay, so which one of you is best to help me?" And one of them was a like light body, okay? Hey Christian, love you. One was like a complete light body. The other one had a blurred out face. Like as soon as they all told me they were from different timelines, they showed their true self. One was a light body. One had a blurry movie, okay? And I was just like, what is happening? So understand, yeah, the timelines are completely blurred. So if you feel like you have been experiencing deja vu, a lot of us have been in time. They're almost blurred, okay? So none of it's really making sense to anyone because we're not really sure what timeline we're in, even though we're like actually living it out. Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening to my stepdad. And the podcast that one of my friends sent me, actually like 5-10 minutes into it, and I was like, holy fuck. But the Pleiadians are actually here supporting all of these changes that are happening so that yeah, it is real. It is totally real. Um, but you're right, real isn't real. What we're experiencing here in the 3D reality is just kind of like a figment of our imagination, while all this other stuff is going on, that it's almost becoming different. um, it's all blurring, right? It's not just one or the other anymore. So what, and because, and again, and I just got this, because we are gaining more of a higher consciousness, we're becoming more aware that these timelines are kind of bouncing off of each other. So you hear us talk about, like, we have this this road, right, that this path that we are destined to be on, right? And when we start taking detours, we kind of bounce off, right? But it always realigns to that path. These alternate timelines, okay, all these things are running parallel to us. So when we make our decisions that, kind of go off course of our original path, we're bumping into these different timelines, right? So what ultimately happens is, because we are more conscious of these subtle energies, and now we're becoming aware of these alternate timelines, we're actually, like, seeing and experiencing these timelines that are running parallel to us. It's not like we're going off course from our original path to these alternate timelines. We're aware that it's that interstate running right beside us, and they're kind of bumping into each other. Okay, so um, so Cynthia, I've had patients tell me they haven't had the conversations I swear I've had with them days before. That is exactly what's happening to me too. Okay, I swear to God, okay, that a conversation that me and my parents all had, I swear I heard my stepdad say something like so specific, and both of them were like, no, that is not what he said. And I was like, I swear that is what I heard come out of your mouth. Okay, so yes, this has been going on for quite some time, but now that we're becoming more aware of these energies, we're we're just kind of bouncing, all of it's bouncing in together. So yes, you are not the only one. You are not crazy. Everyone is experiencing that. I should have had a conversation about this, but yeah, like, listen, it's happening, guys, and it's not really coming from us. It's because we're having this altered state of consciousness, and because it's coming from higher dimensional beings that are essentially helping us through this transition, because they're sick and tired of what this planet has been doing for lifetimes. So now it's all these people are waking up, and we're coming to this higher state of consciousness on this planet, and they're so excited with how much that we have evolved, and the amount of light workers that are stepping up to the plate. Like, they're helping us become more conscious of what is actually going on behind the veil. Okay, so you are not crazy. You are not out of sorts. But this is a really good time to be paying attention to the subtle energies and the things that you feel you're experiencing, because it's not just you, right? So those things that you feel like you have done but people aren't remembering, it's because you're all on different timelines, and they're all kind of just blending in together right now. Yes, we are going to fix it, Dewey. We really are. And that's what they're ultimately supporting us with. So all these minuscule things that we're worried about and we're fearing about really don't even matter. But if we need the help, like, okay, the podcast that I was listening to this morning, about the rainforest fires, right? She said in the podcast, she was like, I was so, and this was the crazy part, because where these fires started, there was an underground military base that basically started this fire. Like, she got this from her guides. They started this fire to push out the indigenous people in order to take their land. Okay, so what they did was take, they were trying to, okay, so sorry, the military started this, right? They started this to push out indigenous people, and basically her and a bunch of other light workers started calling upon their guides and their higher divine beings and, higher dimensional beings to help put out this fire. And then all of a sudden, like 30 different little storm systems collected and poured rain on this fire to put it out. Okay, so understand that if we need um, if we need help, if we need support from our divine beings, they are absolutely there to help us. All we have to do is ask for it and believe that they'll do it. And I promise you, they will. They will be there in a heartbeat. Okay? So, you are, yeah, guys, like, serious shit is going down. So, quit worrying about the little details and focus on what your guides are trying to tell you, because it is so much bigger than what we think it is. It really is. It really is. Okay, so anyway, I totally. Um, what was your question? Original questions. Oh Lord, I just totally got off on a tangent. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And that's pretty much what's going on. I'll pull some cards for you either way. But yeah, guys, no, that is exactly what's going on. And it just is. We just got to ride through it. So yeah, the reason why you feel lonely is because it's time for an energy detoxification. Um, and it's ultimately to create more support for you, to create a sturdier foundation. You might need to ground a little bit more, and it's to create more harmony in your life because you've been taking on too many other people's energies, and the energies are so heightened right now that you're like extra sensitive to it. So you almost need this time to kind of woosah for the energies to balance out. Okay. Yeah. And again, remember, believe, I was just saying this, believe that your prayers are going to be answered. Believe that the universe is there to catch you. And if you look, he's in that boat. He's really fucking excited to see Spirit, okay? So just understand that Spirit is there to catch you. Um, just know that they are there to support you and to save you. And, just show that gratitude always to your spirit guides, and understand that they are always there with a compassionate, like, welcoming embrace for you. Is there any advice that you have for Cynthia before we go? Declutter. So yeah, it's just time to clean up your energy a little bit and be a little more cautious. Block out distractions too. So be careful of what you're watching and what you're taking in, okay? So we are always here. Always. You have all the support right here in this tribe, I'm telling you. You are not alone. None of you. None of you. If any of you ever need me, and listen, I know I have been going through a lot too. I haven't been answering my emails as quickly as possible, but I have to take that time for myself too. But regardless, if you need me, I am always here. Always. I will always respond to your emails, okay? So, and a lot of you already have my number, so don't be afraid to use that either, okay? I love y'all something serious, something fierce, and just understand, like, it's gonna be okay. The energies are gonna balance out eventually, and, you know, we're, guys, you're so welcome. I got caught up in my wild mane. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be okay, guys. I promise. It's gonna make more sense. We just have to attune to the energy levels right now. Okay. So, with that being said, I hope that y'all have a wonderful night. I am gonna go take a long needed break. I wore poor Charlie out. Y'all want to see what I did to him? Look, 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 look. Hold on. Can we get closer? Ooh, it's a Charlie. Oh, I pooped him out, guys. I took him for a walk, Mile, but I haven't taken him for a walk in a while. And he immediately came in and just fell out on the floor. Was a Charlie? What doing, boy? He's out. He says, "Screw this. I'm not talking to anybody." So, y'all are so welcome. I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Okay. And if anyone needs me, just holler. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.